Hello, this is Miss Howard here. We haven't had a video sent home in a while because we've been working on the same target for about a week and a half now because it's pretty tricky. It's a pretty long process to follow, but the students are doing great. Tonight is the first night that we will have homework on it, and we will be having an assessment tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So our target is I can add fractions with unlike denominators. And this is our target because we have added fractions in the past when the denominators have been the same, but now we're doing it with unlike denominators, which means we have to change them to be common denominators before adding. And we won't be doing this on Con tonight. Instead, we sent home some worksheets with the students. So the examples that I will give is what the worksheets will look like. And our success criteria, I will walk through it step by step. The first one, use least common multiple to find common denominator. 2, for each fraction, multiply the numerator by the same number as the denominator. And 3, add the numerators. So, I'll show you what those look like. This is what the worksheet will look like. And so first we are going to find the least common multiple of the denominators. So, our denominators are 10 and 4. So the first step for finding least common multiple is listing all of the multiples of 10 and 4. So now that I have listed all of the multiples of the denominators, 10 and 4, we now circle all of the common denominators. So I see that both denominators have 40 as a multiple. I also see that both denominators have 20 as a multiple. So we have circled common denominators. Now we need to find the least common denominator, which is the lowest. So the lowest common denominator of, or the lowest common multiple, of 10 and 4 is 20. So we write 20 as the least common multiple, which is going to be become our common denominator. So, since we have 20, we know that 20 is going to be a common denominator. We can write that in all of the denominator spots. 20, and here we are going to have our common denominators of 20 as well. So now we have used the least common multiple of both denominators to find a common denominator of 20. Now, going back to our success criteria, for each fraction, we have to multiply the numerator by the same number as the denominator. So, for 6/10, we're going to turn it into something over 20. So what do we have to multiply 10 by to get 20? We have to multiply it by 2. Because 10 times 2 equals 20. Since we did that to the denominator of this fraction, we also have to do it to the numerator of this fraction to give us 6 times 2 equals 12. Now, with the next fraction, 1/4, 4 times what equals 20? 4 times 5 equals 20. So since we multiplied the denominator by 5, we also have to multiply the numerator by 5. 1 times 5 equals 5. We can now write these new parts of our fractions, which are 12/20 and 5/20, right into our addition problem. So we have 12/20 plus 5/20. And now this is a problem that we can add because there are common denominators. And we know when we're adding fractions, the denominator stays the same, but we add the numerators. We also know this because our third and final step in the success criteria tells us to add the numerators. So we add the numerators, giving us 17. And that is what the students will be doing tonight with an assessment tomorrow on Tuesday. Thank you very much.